Hey, it is Monday, February 16th. That's President's Day for us in the United States. So happy President's Day for all that celebrate. We got day off of work and day off of school. So we're enjoying our days so far. Thought I would actually get on and put just a video out of the promo that I'm doing with nothing else involved. So this is basically what we're looking at as far as BG Wealth and DSJ. So BG Wealth is the company and DSJ is the platform or the exchange that we do our exchanges on. And we do have a trade coming up here. There's one at 1:30 Eastern Time and 7:30 Eastern Time. Those are the two trades during the day that we take. And I am actually trying to get to a permanent third trade. That's why I'm doing a promo and spending my own money to try and help people start earning on their journey too. So far, we got a pretty good group, and all I've heard is people making money. So there's definitely a lot of FUD out there with platforms like this. I've been in other platforms that have rug pulled, and definitely a kick in the gut. I have PTSD on that. And you'll notice, like a few months ago, I was like even almost fudding on this one, like, oh man, this promo they're doing is kind of telling me that it's happened before with me, where they do a promo and then it just goes away. So I had PTSD. Those of you who have followed me will probably remember that time when I'm like, I'm taking most of my money out, and I did take. I've taken about 28,000 out of this so far. I know a lot of people that have taken out big chunks, and there's no issues. I know people have put in comments, well, you do this, and then the issues come, and when you try and take a withdrawal out, and I'm like, I have about 4 people above me as far as in this group. They actually, one of them took out $150,000 to pay off their mortgage, and there was not a big issue about it. The exchange is more than happy to send money out because they don't make money on our trades. They don't make money on setting up accounts. They made a deal with BG Wealth that they would only take their money, which is 12%, on withdrawals only. So the only time DSJ makes money is when we withdraw. So they actually want us to withdraw so they can start making their money. So that was definitely a positive too for me, that DSJ is not going to try and hold up your money because that's when they get paid. BG Wealth, on the other hand, they take 40%. Like if you look in the futures here, you make your trade, they use 1% of your total balance. And so if you go to historical orders, you'll see where 1% of my account comes out and is traded every day, twice a day, and then they actually pay you, see right here, in between 60 to 65% of what you make from that 1%. So they already get paid too with their 40%. So each time they trade with $71 right now, and I got paid $45 of that. That's actually 1.26% a day if you add up 2 of these totals. So that's pretty good money. Anything that's over 1% a day is excellent, especially when it compounds like it does. Let me actually show you. So my promo is going to be, if you put in $500, start up with $500, I'll match that $500, and that's just free money to you. And then they also give you a sign-on bonus of 5%. So if it's $1,000, 5% of $1,000 is $50. So you'll be getting $1,050 to start, and you only put up $500. And so that right there gets your money back as soon as you can, like instantly, basically. And let me just show you what you do on this calculator as far as 1,050. So if you put in 1,050, and if I click on this, you'll see it's 1.26%. For some reason, it rounds up on this, but 1.26% a day, and this is your daily compounding right here. So the first day you'll make $13.23, and then you just keep adding it up. And if you actually want to get your money out as soon as possible, wait till it becomes $1,500. And since they will be doing the early withdrawal penalty, there's an early withdrawal penalty if you withdraw within 50 days. So here's the 50-day mark. If you wait till like 53 or something, there's $2,000, so it'll have doubled, and you can take out your money without the withdrawal penalty. But if you want to just get your money out as soon as possible, like once it hits, $1,500 to $1,600 after 30 days, just withdraw your $500, and then just play with my money and the house money that you've earned, and then you're investment free. You don't have any risk involved, and then just let that $1,500 ride and let it go until you want to start taking money out. I take out for probably 6 months out of my 8 months that I've been in this. I've taken pretty big chunks of money out to pay my mortgage and stuff like that. So it's definitely a good income source. If I let that ride, it would have probably been about 50 grand right now in here. But yeah, I've taken out 28,000. I know my upline's taken out like 42,000, and they don't give you hassles at all. The very first time you take something out, it could be like 500, like when you take a $500. They ask you to put your, they do the KYC thing where they verify you, and once you do the first one, then you can withdraw whenever you want. You don't have to let Elena know or anything. But the very first one that you do, and then you're good to go from there. You can just take out how much you want. That is how this works as far as the simplicity of it. It's pretty simple. But what I would be doing with the promo, you actually go to, when you go to Ironclad Coins, email me at ironcladcoins@gmail.com. And from there you send me, just say I'm interested in the promo. We already have one. I need 10, so we need 9 more. Just email me and say that you're interested. I'll send you the registration link and also the tutorial playlist. This is my tutorial playlist that I've set up with BG Wealth, and it tells you step by step on how to get your account set up and how to deposit into the account. So this is one of the rules for getting your $500 matched, is once you set up your account, register with my link, you set up the DSJ app, and then you set up and deposit into your DSJ account, and then the final step is basically you set up bond chat and final activation, which means that you'll be sending a screenshot to Elena on bond chat, and she'll make sure that you're in the system. But before you get to this final activation, after you deposit your $500 in your account, I need you to take a screenshot of that and send it to my email, and then I'll be able to match it with my $500, and then you can send a screenshot of $1,000 that you can send to Elena to have her start you on your journey. And with $1,000, you get 5% of that as a sign-on bonus, which is $50. So that's why I'm saying make sure you wait to send it to Elena until I put the extra $500 in your account. And what that will look like is when you do your deposit right here, your money will come into this exchange. And so if there's $500 in the exchange, screenshot that and send it to me, and then I'll put another $500 and it'll say $1,000 here. And then all you do is transfer, click this transfer button, and exchange. It goes from exchange to your trade account. You can select all, and it'll put all $1,000 in there. And then you'll want to make sure that you put in USDT, because that's what we trade with on DSJ. They don't accept anything else as far as in your trade account that they'll use for this trading code that we get. So make sure when you send money in here, you send it in as USDT. And then, so when you send it, you can either send Tron or Ethereum blockchain. When you click on deposit, it brings up USDT automatically. But then there's TRC or ERC. And so after you put in your $500, make sure you copy one of these that you put in. If it's ERC, copy that one. If it's TRC, copy that one. And send that to me so that I can send the other $500 right into this account that you set up. And once I get that and I see your screenshot that shows your $500 in the exchange, I'll put another 500 in using that same address. And then once it's 1,000, click it over into the trade, and then take a screenshot and send it to Elena. And that's how you'll double your money instantly, plus $50. So that's the way this promo is working. I wish someone had this when I joined. It would have been really nice to double my money instantly. And 500 is not the minimum. I mean, you can put in 5,000 if you want, but I'll still match 500 of it. So you'll start with 5,500, but then you'll get 5% of 5,500, which is pretty awesome. So I started with $4,000, and like I said, I've already pulled out 28,000. In fact, I can show you that. If I do my withdrawals here, you can see all my withdrawals here. There's 2 pages of it, and you withdraw with ETH, and so there's 1.7. That was a nice withdrawal. I got 2 pages of it, and so it's basically, of course, back, when was this? 11/11, 10/11. So back in last year, Ethereum was a lot more than it is right now. So 1.7 was probably right around $6,000 or $7,000 back then. But anyway, yeah, I've withdrawn about 28,000, and those are the ones that went to my wallet. Fairly simple to do. You just have to go, and then once I get this all set up, and Elena says you're good to go, they'll give you 6 bonus trades. So they really start you out well with getting you started pretty good with $50 bonus for your sign-on bonus, and then 6 extra trades just to get you started really good. So in the first 2 days you get 10 trades, because you get your normal 4 and then 6 bonus trades. So it's pretty nice, and that'll get you started good. And once you get set up, just email me again and say, hey, everything's set up. I want to start getting the codes. You can get the codes from BondChat, but it's pretty crazy. It's like 600,000 people trying to get the codes. Or we have a Telegram group, and it's just our group, and there's about 230 people that's on it. And our leaders, 2 of our leaders usually, go on and get the code from BondChat and post it on our Telegram group, and it's really nice. It's very chill. You don't have to fight BondChat. You just copy and paste it. In fact, I'm going to do that when I get the code in about 10 minutes. 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes, because it's coming up on 11:30, and when I get my code at 11:30, it's really crammed right at the beginning, so I usually wait till about 38 or maybe even 40, and then I can get on a lot easier on this website and do my copy and paste. And I'll show you how easy it is. It's just you copy the code from Telegram and paste it. You go to futures, you go to invited me, and paste the code right there. Hit confirm, you're done. You earn $45 from 71. So I will show you how it's done here in about 10 minutes, but I'll be back in 2 seconds. 1, 2, and we're back. That was a quick 2 seconds. So all you do, come to get the code from our Telegram chat, and so this is, I just copy this. So I do Control C, or you can just right click and copy, and then you come over to your DSJ account and you go to invited me, and you hit the Control V, and it pastes your code, and then you just hit confirm, and it says already followed the order. And if you go over here to positions, it'll show that your pending status. That means I would always check that to make sure your pending status is in, and that's basically what you do for trading. That took me, what, 15 seconds? Very quick and simple, and you earn great money for it. I just set an alarm twice a day. I set mine for, see, we're 2 hours. We're in Mountain Time, so it's not Eastern Time, but I set mine for 11:37, and I pop my trade in, and then I set another one for 5:37. I pop my trade in. All right, so if you want to get involved and start making some money every day, email me and tell me you're interested, and we'll get you started. And if you have any questions and anything, you can always reach out to me, and I'll help you aside from the tutorial videos. All right. Okay, we'll talk to you later. And just remember to be kind to everybody. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.